everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It's a Tuesday as I'm doing this, and it is the day that the royals are out in, well, I would say all their glory, but not all their glory, not at all, for a memorial service for King Constantine of Greece. Now, first of all, the king is absent. He's in the middle of his cancer treatment, so he's missing. There is a rumor that the queen, who was there, the queen was in tears through the memorial service. So that doesn't look good. Then, of course, the big news is that Prince William pulled out at the last minute. He was due to give a reading at the memorial service. It's his godfather. And so it's not a small deal for him to just at the very last minute withdraw for personal reasons. And then they very hastily put out a press release from Kensington Palace to say that the Princess of Wales, Catherine, is doing well. That's about the first time that they have commented on her situation since they announced that she was going in for planned surgery and would be out of action until at least Easter. So things are looking bad. Things not helped by the fact that Prince Andrew and Sarah were leading the way, beaming from ear to ear, so pleased to be in the limelight, leading the royals into the memorial service. Not a good look as far as I'm concerned. I know it's a private family matter, but really you're missing the king, you're missing Prince William, the Princess of Wales. Great question mark over her health, when she's going to come back. Whole lot of rumors swirling around all of this, and there you have the Yorks leading the way into the chapel, and not good. So, time to have a look at what's going on with Catherine and I think with Prince William today. So I'm going to look at the Princess of Wales first with the Lucid Minds Tarot. This is this is the deck that I got on Etsy for those of you who are interested. I'm going to do a quick little 5-card reading, a repeat of the reading that I did over the weekend on her, which I did not upload. And I suspect that I was being prompted to hold off until today, just a couple of days later, when we have had news doing well, and then Prince William suddenly not able to attend this, I think, quite important event. So, Catherine first, little 5-card reading with the Lucid Minds Tarot. We're going to ask how she's doing emotionally, mentally, how she's doing physically, how the marriage is, how's her relationship. And are we going to see her in a month or so's time? Is she going to be back? As I say, big question mark hanging over her at the moment. According to Neil Sean, she now regrets being so cagey about what's going on with her. Thought she should be more forthcoming. That's a Neil Sean story. That she felt that she should have emulated the king more and given more details about what's going on with her health situation. Who knows? Let's see what the tarot can tell us, the Lucid Minds Tarot. We do hope for some clarity with this tarot deck. And let's remind you, as we always do, that we're dealing with tarot for fun and entertainment. I think I'm ready. One more. Apparently I have to do this. And it is all just speculation. It is all just my opinion. And this. I just read energy. And there we go. It's a bit livelier now. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Let's hope we get better energy today for her. And I have to say, the events of today, disturbing for me personally. I found them. So, 5-card reading. Lucid Minds Tarot. It feels like I've got 2 cards out, but I don't. And see what's going on with her. What kind of energy she's sitting in at the moment. So there we have it. Conflict energy around her. 5 of Swords is the underlying energy of this reading. It can be one's own inner conflict. The 5 of Swords doesn't necessarily have to mean fighting around. It can mean fighting with oneself, actually. Being conflicted about something, inner conflict. But I think there is conflict going around. I certainly got that energy over the weekend when I read on her and did not upload the readings. It was conflict, and this conflict, it could be any number of reasons. Can be within the family, can be to do with Montecito. It can be, as I say, her own conflict with herself, being frustrated about her healing process, things like that. But it's not a comfortable energy, not at all. It's more mental energy than a physical energy. The swords, of course. So let's see the overall situation. What are we dealing with today? We're dealing with the Six of Swords in reverse. This is a situation that is not improving. Six of Swords upright. You can see it's a boat. It's landed on a calm beach. It's left the storms behind. That's when it's upright, when it's in the reverse. Struggling to move on from a situation. Again, a mentally challenging situation. A consistent theme is of stress, of worry, of anxiety about something. And I personally feel that it all just got too much for her. That dreadful book by Omid Scobie was just the last straw for her, and possibly the lack of support from the royals, the lack of protection for her, the fact that she was forever being sacrificed, the victim, the sacrificial offering, basically. I think got too much for her. That's my personal opinion. But the Six of Swords in reverse, as the situation tells me, she's not well on her way to recovery. Whatever this press statement came out and said, that she's doing well. Not with the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords in reverse. Not for me as a tarot reader and energy reader. Now, how is she? We're starting with her mental, her emotional state. How's she doing there? I've already got troubling cards. I've got the Nine of Swords. It is in reverse. It is, you can see, a card of storms, so stormy weather. It's the card of stress and anxiety. The Nine of Swords, of sleepless nights, of worry, tossing and turning. It's in the reverse, which means that she might be beginning to come through that. There's been a lot of speculation that perhaps this is more of a mental or an emotional issue than a physical issue. There's a lot of people that are speculating about that. But whatever has been going on with her has been really rough, really difficult. I'm very relieved to see that card is in the reverse, which tells me that she is just beginning to see her way through whatever has been going on for her. How about physically? How's she doing physically? Right now, we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. Upright, it's the card of possibilities, potentials, doors open, able to fantasize, to imagine possibilities, whatever they were, have slammed shut, which tends me in the direction of thinking no more children kind of direction. Maybe something that she was really quite focused on. That was similar energy. I've had this before in readings on her, but now, okay, this is a reality of what you're dealing with. You can't dream about things anymore. The dream is over. This is the reality of the situation that you're dealing with. Your possibilities, your opportunities are now at an end. This is the truth of the situation, the reality of the situation. This is now where you are. So whatever it is, whatever procedure she has had, it has closed doors for her on something that for her I think is quite emotional, because it's cups. So there's no good cards in here, not yet. How's the relationship? How's the marriage right now? We've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is very much about clarity. It is about truth. It's about wisdom. Male energy that is wise and shrewd and very clear-sighted, very strategic. It's not comfortable energy, the King of Swords. It can mean people like lawyers and things like that. I think she's come to a place where she sees very clearly about something. She's no longer deluded about the nature of her reality, and that she might have to accept that her reality is much more challenging than she maybe imagined it was going to be. That King of Swords is almost tending me in the direction of coronation. And I did mention a few days ago that we were heading off to the court of King Arthur. I haven't quite made it there yet. But that sword is an interesting sword, Excalibur, and who's wielding it and what that means. Amanda Ellis, for those of you who know her, this prompted that. I don't normally watch her, it just popped up. And it was an interesting take on Prince William and King Arthur. So you can sure go and Google and watch her video. She's just put out another one, as far as I can tell. It seemed to me an interesting story to pursue with tarot, the connections. But that King of Swords is tending me in that direction, I have to say, of the dream is over. Maybe the dream was one day, somewhere in the back of her mind, she thought there was an out from this, and she could go like Pippa, go to the Bahamas, the Caribbean, or wherever Pippa was, I don't know, and a different bikini every day, and the life of luxury and ease in the sun. No, and this is what's heading her way. Very serious energy with that King of Swords. It's a strange energy that's coming through for me. That possibly, and this is wild speculation, the king's health is much worse than, or he's reacting to the treatment in a not very good way, and all kinds of plans and schemes are being put into place. The King of Swords is all about planning and strategy and future proofing and all that kind of stuff. That she now sees that her marriage, her relationship is going to lead her into that King of Swords energy, which is going to be very difficult, very challenging. They're going to have to be very clear about their futures and their roles and their relationship and things like that. No room in here for emotion, which is interesting. The only card that is expressing emotion, the rest are swords, the only one that's expressing emotion is in the reverse. So, let's see if we're going to see her around about Easter, out and about, looking hale and hearty and well. We've got the Ace of Cups. That's a yes. And I know some of you are going to be leaping out and saying that's a pregnancy card. And there's, of course, rumours about that as well. A lot of speculation that maybe she's disappeared from sight because she's going through a very, very, very difficult pregnancy. Her pregnancies always have been very difficult, but maybe this is bed rest kind of pregnancy. That is what's at the root of all of this. I've personally seen quite the opposite energy, but that Ace of Cups, asking, are we going to see her out and about? That's a yes. And that is a fresh start, and I've been lamenting the absence of cups in this reading, and I have an Ace of Cups that is quite, it's going to be quite an emotional moment when she does appear. I think people are going to connect with her at quite a different emotional level because of her absence and because of the almost the panic that has taken over people, the wild fears. I mean, she seemed indestructible, that she would just be there forever and healthy and solid and always doing the right thing and always looking beautiful and always just reliable. And then suddenly not. I'm just going to ask, Ace of Cups, I mean, that's a positive energy. That's the first positive sign that I have seen. And I'm very relieved to see it. That Ace of Cups. Let's just ask if there's anything else universe wants to tell us about that Ace of Cups. Got the World. The World popped out. So it's public. She's going to come back into the public eye with that Ace of Cups. And very, very high profile. Very successful. So whatever is going on that has caused all this trouble and all this conflict and all this anxiety and all this sorrow, I have seen deep, deep, deep sorrow in readings I've done on her. We're going to get, it's a happy outcome, a completion of something successfully mastered, ended. The Ace of Cups and the World are, I can't tell you how relieved I am to see those cards, quite honestly. Even if she emerged to say, to hell with this, I'm off to the Caribbean with Pippa and I'm going to live, you know, like a digital nomad and different beach every week and start a YouTube channel. It's happy energy. It's positive energy. But there is something weird going on. There is something very strange going on. There has been something very strange going on. Something incredibly difficult. So far, good outcome. Let's move on to Prince William in the next reading.